Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy November. It is November now, and I am in my improvement season, and this is my week 1, and I'm just getting after it. I mean, I made some goals. I'm going to be working off percentages, so just prior to this I found some estimated 1RMs, and this is what we're working off today with my OHP overhead press. I've always been brutal at overhead pressing, as you can see. Technique-wise, I'm okay. Shoulder-wise, I've just never had strong shoulders, even when I was older lifting and working on split jerks and push jerks. But in this just standard, I'm bracing really hard with my stomach, no belt, glutes tight, pushing abdominal wall out. And right about halfway, that's when I'm flaring those elbows out so I can get some triceps involved. Right at the very top, that's a tricep dominant position up there. And shoulders are doing it. See, there's my wife in the back. She's out of the house, in the gym. She brought Jackson. You'll see him. He's going to make an appearance. My son is in the gym. Second time in the gym. He's going to make an appearance. Anyways, percentage today, I'm hitting about 5 reps. And I got about totally 2 reps, maybe a bit more left in the tank. Resting about 2 minutes, maybe a little bit more than 2. And I'm basically showing you guys that I don't have a ton of volume, and you don't need it. All you guys stay in the gym for hours. So here's a Jackson update. Here he is. He's in the gym working out. Hey buddy, oh, you waving hi? Yeah, good boy. Okay, so after my strength reps, I go into my hypertrophy reps for overhead press. And hypertrophy is 8 to 12 for me in this first week. And this is not I'm getting after it crazy. I'm low weight here. This is for hypertrophy. I'm trying to squeeze and control everything. And that's what these reps are all about. What I wanted to talk to about was all those kids, yeah, I'm an older guy, I'm 41, and it doesn't bother me whatsoever, but I learned the hard way, man. I didn't do the big lifts. I did all these supersets and different things like that, and those are great, believe me, they are, but I'm trying to get some size, and I wish I knew what I know now back then. And I seen these kids in the gym, these teens and 20-year-old guys, and they're standing there for 2, sometimes 3 hours and doing sets upon sets of just chest and arms, and they can bench more than they can back squat. They don't deadlift. You guys got to work on your compound movements if you want to gain some size and work on a percentage-based program. I mean, give it a whirl. Slowly increase percentages over a certain phase, a macro cycle, and know what your end goal is going to be in that microcycle when you're increasing your percentages. If you don't know how to do that, get a coach. It's pretty cool how you can progress your lifts in such a short time if you don't always gas out every training session. You're just gassing out. Yeah, you got to train hard. My hypertrophy reps here, I'm banging out 12, and 12 is hard. I could do maybe 1 more. It would be sloppy. I'm working on great form in my reps, and that's something I did in the past. Overreaching, always overreaching. I was telling my coach Jeff Alberts, I mean, it's hard for me to put the brakes on sometimes. I've learned in this last phase that we were in, I know it was prep, but I really had to hold myself back. I mean, because I was seeing numbers jump all over and I just wasn't recovering. So today, just having 3 sets, you guys, that's all. And yeah, some warm-ups to get there, but once I'm warm, I'm just hitting the 3 sets and picking my working weight and making it work. So now I'm moving in, because this is upper body push, I'm moving into my 4-inch incline chest press. And again, I am trying to brace everything. Everything's from the ground up. And I am braced and trying to focus all my intent on my pecs as you can see, I'm really trying to squeeze, bringing my humerus in, but not having those dumbbells come close to my midline. Okay, they're actually just staying just above my shoulders, or hands just outside shoulders. And that's keeping all the intent on the muscle, on the pecs. Okay, so I give you a couple multiple angles here. Going at, again, finding my angle, pushing it back, and controlling, trying to squeeze. I'm feeling like, you know, my humerus, my pec is attached there. I'm trying to squeeze from my pec. I'm trying to, sometimes I've got long ass arms and I feel like my triceps do all the work. I'm really trying to shut them down, or my hands are doing too much. And, you know, I'm more sore in my joints after, and so once I started lowering my loads and trying to get better form, I started seeing better results in the gym, being able to have that time under tension throughout the entire muscle group for all your sets, instead of just having one good set and then letting my ego jump in and go pick up the 80s, 90s, and I just be sore as heck in my joints the next day, not on my pecs. So I'm just trying to squeeze the heck out of it. And yes, these weights will go up every week. I push the weights up and I try to maintain them for all my sets as I move through this phase of training. Again, fully trying to squeeze everything. I got my glutes tight, everything tight, and here I'm trying to, little body English in my pelvis, because I'm really trying to dig out these last ones here. So a little slop there, but not too bad. Okay. Next one, I believe, is my cable, incline cable crossover, or cable fly, sorry. And this is how I set it up. I got them low, and I got to walk around the bench, grab the other side, and park it, and get ready to rock and roll here. Again, this is all about the squeeze. Okay, I'm trying to stretch it and squeeze it. Stretch it, squeeze it. Tension, 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 tension. That's all I'm thinking about here throughout these whole reps. And why did I show you guys every set? I wanted to show you that I'm not in the gym for 2 hours. I wasn't even in the gym for an hour today. I focused, I made my reps count, and I'm leaving the gym with some juice in the tank. So tomorrow, I got upper body pull, and I can kill that workout instead of coming in and half-assing my pull workout, when one of my main targets is to get my back bigger, right? So I want to leave the gym with a little bit of gas. So all you guys out there going in for 2 hours, just blasting one body part, just try it. Just try to change things up a little bit. Have an upper body day, have a lower body day, and then you can have a push day, pull day. You know, try these things out, and that's all you can do is test it. I've always been the kind of high volume guy, and I wasn't getting any results from it. Now that I lowered my volume and I progress it over time, I'm seeing a bit better results this way via my training. And I have to trust the process. I track everything, track my weights, track my intensity, I track my, how well I'm sleeping. Having a baby right now, I'm not sleeping too well, so I'm having these little mini cat naps. And something really cool I'm doing is I'm having a little coffee, and then I'm sleeping right after that coffee for about 15 minutes. And that's really helping me out. And that's a little tip I learned from Nunez, and it's working well for me. Last exercise here, another push, because it's a push day, is tricep push downs. I'm going to stick with these for a little bit more. Again, I find, and you can see my pecs working. I'm trying not to do this. I don't want to lean too far in. It doesn't work. So I got to get better at this exercise. Do I feel it in my triceps? For sure. For sure I do. But I find I get too much other muscles involved, so I might have to change it up to maybe a skull crusher, but I'm going to stick with it with this phase and figure it out here. What an error I see a lot of guys do is a lot of English. My goal is they use body English, so they're bent right over, and it's almost like a chest press. Okay, I'm really trying to take the chest out here, even though it'll still contract a tiny bit. But my goal is to touch the bottom part of my bicep to my forearm, so at least I'm making 90 and getting that stretch on the triceps. Okay, Find what works for you. I have pretty long arms, and that seems to work for me the best. You just have to test it out, you know what I mean, you guys? And am I using the whole stack here? It's pretty close to the whole stack. I'm really trying to use technique. And if you time these reps, I mean, I'm doing 12 reps. It's like a 1-2-1-2 is my technique or my tempo, and it works for me. Sticking around 40 seconds or just above. So if you're timing your reps, you could train for 40 seconds to see how many reps you could do with a certain tempo. Instead of just hitting 12 reps, you could do timed reps. You know, reps for 50 seconds at a certain tempo. Still going to hit the same reps, right? And that's it for now. This is my post-workout food. My chicken went bad. It sucked, so I had to go with I had my plain jasmine rice, and that's 2 servings in there. A little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. I got some whey isolate and branch chains all mixed in one here. Essential amino acids too. And I got a little surprise in the mail. Katrina brought this to me when her and Jackson came here, and I got Loki. I collect coin banks, and I've been wanting him for a while. And then I am a comic book collector, and I had a comic book binge pack, a Star Wars binge pack, and it was missing comics, and I got my last comic in there, and that's the Darth Vader 11. So that's it, folks. Hope you liked it, and I'll keep you updated as we move forward here. Bye.